Hey guys, join me for some new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. You can also find me on Twitch now, Saturdays, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at OB The Realist MTG. And go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter at OB The Realist MTG. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get to it. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of OB Plays MTG. I am OB. And today we are back in the historic format, playing a very competitive deck this time around. Probably the leader of the format, as it has been for a long time. Today we're playing Jeskai Control. Now, Jeskai Control is amazing because it's basically got all the answers that you need. It has tons of cards at card advantage, and all you're trying to do is make sure that you have every answer that your opponent can make, using Memory Lapse to kind of slow them down, Lightning Helix to slow them down. You have two forms of rats in case they take one out of your hand, or one out of your deck out of your hand, using those call out spells or whatever, the ones that take stuff out and exile them and all that. The only new card from Historic Horizons that we're playing is from Modern Horizons, and it's called Archmage's Charm. And for 3 blue, you can choose one. Counter target spell, target player draws 2 cards, and gain control of target non-land permanent with mana value 1 or less. Now, we're mostly going to be using this card for the counter target spell hold spiel, but late in the game, you can really start getting more card advantage, because all you're trying to do with this deck, there's 3 really huge win conditions. Teferi on an open board is pretty much game over, because you're going to draw a card, untap 2 lands, and have Lightning Helix or Memory Lapse to kind of slow your opponent down even more, or have, you know, just hold things off. There's Narset Parter Veils and commit to memory. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen this combo, but you put Narset down and then you do memory, the aftermath side, and each player shuffles their hand and their graveyard into their library and then draw 7 cards. Well, Narset doesn't let you draw cards, so you're basically drawing 7 new cards and your opponent's sitting there. And then, of course, Shark Typhoon, which we can use to make a huge shark, or cast it, hard cast Shark Typhoon, flood the board with blue sharks because you're interacting to what your opponent's doing, and that's a wrap, son. Now, Kaheera the Orphanguard is the companion for the deck. There's Authority of Consuls for aggro decks, Baffling End for aggro decks, Aether Gust to deal with aggro decks. My cat's going nuts. Burning Hands to deal with green cards. Portable Hole, just exiling stuff, mana value 2 or less. Rest in Peace is for your Vesperlark combo players, because like you want to exile their graveyard completely. They play like Knight of Autumn and stuff like that, but that's okay. But Authority of the Consuls can also cut their combo off completely, because when it comes back into the battlefield tapped, you're gaining a life every time that it comes back in. So in reality, you're just creating a draw. I think that card's going to be banned because people are using it to intentionally draw when they can't win. That's just me. Dovin's Veto, just an amazing counter spell, can't be countered, counter target non-creature spell, great against like mirrors, up against other control decks, and then of course Mystical Dispute for people playing blue. I mean, that's pretty much the deck, your typical mana base. You can find that online. Gabriel Nassief put this list together. I think it's pretty strong. I can't wait to play it. Let's get into some games, but like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, come talk to me. That way you guys know when the videos are. Sorry this video's a little late. My work schedule's been crazy. I've been sleeping a lot more, trying to get back into the swing of things, but since I missed yesterday, we'll just post this for Tuesday. Anyway, let's get into some games. This is definitely going to be a longer one. We're playing a control deck, so we're going to be controlling things. Appreciate y'all being patient with me on my schedule lately, man. I've just been... Work's been nuts. Things have been going crazy. Cabbage is nuts. Enough. What are you doing? Compose yourself. I suppose this isn't too bad. We got red mana. We can use Expressive Iteration to kind of catch up. Memory Lapse, slow them down. Don't have any of our endgame stuff, but we'll draw into it eventually. Opponent is playing aggro. Drew into it eventually. I've been calling these draws out, man. I think I'm becoming psychic. Lightning Helix would be nice against this matchup. Ranger class, that's cool. We're going to go ahead and play the Glacial Fortress. We'll leave up Memory Lapse. Opponent can tick this up if they want to. Pellet Collector, we'll go ahead and Memory Lapse that. Don't want to give the opponent anything. We do have Raths, which is a positive thing. So if we draw into one of those, we're in a decent spot. Drew into another Memory Lapse. I think we'll just hold off right now. Playing the control game. Being a bit more reactive than I'm used to. Looks like opponent's stuck on lands. I'm just going to hit it with the Memory Lapse. Yep, opponent's stuck on lands, which is really good for us. Not good for them. I kind of want to just put this down and go ahead, because the opponent's just drawing into pelt collectors, and they probably have a handful of stuff they can't cast anyway. I think that's probably the best thing we can do. Just pass the turn. We got plenty of life total. Worst comes to worst, we can ship that token away. Opponent might not play anything next turn. They might just upgrade Ranger class, which might be their best bet. We'll see. Do I want them to have more stuff on the board, is the question here. Or do I want to save that for, or save this for something a little bit more important? I think we'll just save it, because we can deal with whatever they want to put down. Pass. We'll go ahead and ship the farmland in case we draw into like a Lightning Helix or something. We can kill it. Narset's not bad. We can at least find something next turn. I'd like to draw into an untapped land. That works too. Day of Judgment. We'll go ahead and destroy everything. And then we'll play the Triome down. Maybe opponent draws into a land, maybe they don't. Tap land, that works for us. Drew into commit, but we're going to play Teferi. Draw a card, because that's what we're trying to do. Just draw into Teferi and play into an open board. We'll go ahead and untap this. Memory Lapse is going to handle anything they decide to drop. Nope. Opponent's in trouble. Play this tapped, because we can untap it. We'll go ahead and draw. Lightning Helix isn't terrible. We'll play this. Get something else. Debating. Yeah, we'll take that. Shift through the library a little bit. We will untap a red and a white and hold up Lightning Helix. We will kill this. Opponent might concede here soon because they know what's going down. Keep that on the library. I think we are going to commit this to their library. We will draw a card. Hold up Archmage's Charm. And that's it, man. That's a wrap. That's how you do it. Opponent did get a little mana screwed here. Memory Lapse. Good luck drawing into it. This is pretty much classic control right here. We're just completely just hammering down on the opponent right now. Doesn't really matter, because we're going to go ahead and use memory anyway. We'll transform this, get an extra land. We will play this land and memory, and opponent is now without cards. That's how you do it, guys. Classic. Classic, classic. Alright, we will pull Archmage's Charm. And that'll do it. No need to go too crazy. We'll untap, untap. This is a blue mana, right? Yep. We will discard a land and a land. We can answer anything the opponent does. So, opponent wants to make this thing or whatever, that's fine. Does this work? Can we take lands with this? I'm curious. We don't have to, but, you know, I was curious. And that's game, bro. I mean, I don't know why this opponent's even staying in. Alright, we will bring in a couple of things here. Probably Authority, Rest in Peace. Not Rest in Peace, we don't need Rest in Peace. Baffling End, Aether Gust, Burning Hands. We'll probably take out Narset because we don't need it. 2 cards. We can go down a Shark Typhoon. Actually, Shark Typhoon's good in the matchup. We can go down Search and 1 Expressive Iteration. That was a pretty nasty game. We just ruined the opponent's day there. What are you doing, cat? Huh? Couple Day of Judgments. I like this 1,000 times better. We'll keep the 6. Probably ship the island here. Opponent's got a turn 1 play. We drew into a Wrath of God, which is insane. So we'll probably just kill this, and then we will hold. Well, we can't hold up mana, but we're gonna kill this before it can grow, and then we'll just continue playing lands. We'll play Authority next turn, and if they decide to tap out with Paradise Druid, okay, they don't. This creature, mana, okay. I'm not sure if that changes my plays. We're going to go ahead and play Authority of the Consuls. We'll play down the Steam Vents untapped, kill the Paradise Druid to kind of limit their stuff, and then we have Wrath of God next turn to deal with anything that they want to do. Okay, Champion of the Wilds. That's pretty cool. Opponent's looking for stuff.
I've seen puppies whine less than you.
Sulfur Falls. We do have 2 white, so we'll play one of these. Keep what they got going off. Anything they cast is coming in tapped anyway, so we'll gain some life from that. We'll gain some life from that. I will probably Wrath of God, so, or Day of Judgment, destroy all creatures, and hopefully we draw into something here. This is when control gets kind of meh. I will take the life. That is a positive. I don't think opponent wants to sacrifice Vivian, Champion of the Wilds yet. They might. Who knows?
Have you ever lost a home?
Llanowar Elves. We gain some life. Memory Lapse doesn't really help us here, but we can shock this in, buy this, and then leave it up. Or we can just put this down and block, which is probably what we're going to do. If opponent brings in anything, comes in tapped, so haste creatures we're not concerned about right now. Blizzard Brawl would be a bit of a bummer, which it looks like the opponent has, but... Opponent kind of took out their selves there a little bit. Now if we draw into a Wrath, it's kind of game over.
Let me show you what was
We did not. Alright, we'll just go to the next game, because we're not going to be able to survive that one. I'm probably going to take out Authority of the Consuls. We will... Well, actually, it's not bad on the play. This isn't terrible. We'll keep what we got here. Hold up. I think this time we'll hopefully get a better starting hand. I mean, we had answers to stuff, but the opponent just found all the things they need. We'll play on the play. Aether Gust isn't bad, neither is Shark Typhoon. We're on the play, so hopefully we can hold up. Go ahead and play the Rogren Triome. Playing against Mayhem. We'll just hold up Memory Lapse. No need to be stressed. We'll just Memory Lapse that, put it on top of their library. Okay, we'll play Authority, and then hold up Aether Gust. I kind of want to hold on to Shark Typhoon, because it'll give us a blocker. We're going to Aether Gust the Wolf token. We can make a 1/1 shark. Or we can just cycle Shark Typhoon and call it a day. Opponent decided not to do anything. So we're going to play Teferi into an open board. Draw a card. Archmage's Charm. It's good next turn. I will probably cycle this to get it out of my hand. We might keep it because we can hard cast it. Okay, Paradise Druid. Opponent can't. If we draw into something here, we can kill it, which is pretty wild. Okay. We will go ahead and deal 2 damage. Draw 2, discard 2. Probably just make a treasure token, kill that, so they don't really have any way to use the mana. We have Archmage's Charm. So we can block, or we can block whatever they want to play. Scavengers is annoying. We're going to go ahead and counter that. Looks like opponent didn't draw into a land like they wanted to. So we're going to draw a card. Probably play Shark Typhoon hardcast. I'm not even going to lie to you. We have the treasure token to react. We can also untap lands. So, opponent's in not the best shape right now. Okay, Pelty Boy Slim. Let's see what they play. We're gaining life as well, which is very strong. We'll go ahead and cast this. Kill it. Make a shark. Yep. Opponent's just going to concede. That's the power of the deck. Like, it's really, like, once you get this thing churning, you can't stop it. And with, like, Shark Typhoon creating sharks for you, Authority of the Consuls there on the play is really, really strong. This card is insane. Like I said, you play this into an empty board, 9 times out of 10 you're winning. Like, immediately. Unless they're a deck that has responses to it. This hits an empty board, and you have enough mana, like, and you have stuff to, like, react with, like, Memory Lapse or Lightning Helix. Like, you can pretty much handle anything in the format, and once you stabilize, that's the game. Like, so, let's get into another one. Game 2. Some Jeskai Control. This deck's just, it's not going anywhere, man. I mean, Midnight Hunt might bring some cool stuff for other decks. It might even bring some stuff for this one, but it's just, it's not going anywhere. It's going to stick around, and it's going to be a problem until there's a significant ban. But like I said, I think earlier in the video, I think Vesper Lark's going to go. People are, like, intentionally drawing matches with that card because they can't win and they know it. It's kind of immensely frustrating. Okay, we'll keep that. We have answers to stuff. Play a Rogran Triome. And we will leave up our answers for stuff. Okay, opponent's not doing anything. That's a bad place to be against this deck. Hive of the Eye Tyrant's a really cool card. We can also commit that. Put it right back in their library. I don't like that. So we're going to do this. I don't like when people hurt me for drawing cards. Just keep things up. Looks like opponent's playing that, there's a mill half your, or draw half your deck card. That's pretty crazy. We'll go ahead and commit that. I don't want you doing that. Opponent's like, dude, seriously? Seriously? Trust me, I've been there. It's fine, I don't play that version. Not concerned. We're going to draw cards now, before that comes down. Draw 2, discard 2. I don't think the opponent's playing any creatures. So we're going to discard those 2 cards. And then we're going to Memory Lapse your Underworld Dreams. Gotta love it. Alright, probably we're going to buy Kaheera. And then we'll leave up Rogran Triome to do a cycle. Okay, Burglar Rat, that's cool. We'll ship an island. We will now cycle. Teferi's not bad. Shark Typhoon's not bad. But we're going to play Teferi. For sure. There's no reason not to. We'll take a little damage. That's okay. Oh wow. We're just drawing into lands. We'll do this. Opponent's probably going to attack Teferi. So do what we can. Make it 2/2 if we want. Really depends if I want to discard those cards. Okay, Blood Chief's Thirst. Makes sense.
Let me know if
We can, like, hard cast Teferi, or not Teferi, Shark Typhoon next turn, which could be pretty wild. I think that's what we're gonna do. Go ahead and play this. Opponent's gotta have an answer for enchantments, possible. They're playing something very strange, so I don't mind discarding what I've got in my hand. That's rough. Moving on. I'm not going to sit there while the opponent whiffs away. Okay, This is an interesting one, because now we're on the play. And I have to kind of be very reactive in this matchup. I'm not sure if they're playing anything in the graveyard. What 3 cards do I want to get rid of here? Probably, we can go down to 1 Prismari Command. We can go down 1 Shark Typhoon. Well, we might actually go down 2 of those. Drawing cards is kind of the bane right now, so. It's a cool deck, man. Like, I like watching people brew stuff and do cool things, so. Don't need the Wrath of God, but all of these things can really help. I think we'll keep it. Opponent probably has Thoughtseize. 9 times out of 10. Didn't have it there. I'm just going to go ahead and keep up some Manus. What's on your mind, opponent? We'll Memory Lapse it. Opponent might be behind on lands, which is pretty good. We will Expressive Iteration. We'll put this in our hand, put this into the deck, and then we'll put this there. We can drop that. That's pretty good. And then next turn, we can Lightning Helix Burglar Rat. We'll go ahead and get rid of the Wrath of God. We don't need it. Opponent's not really playing too many creatures, it looks like. We will Lightning Helix. Gain some life. We'll put this down. And then hold up Memory Lapse. Strong play. Strong play. I mean, we'll just Memory Lapse that. I think we can... We'll play Narset. Take it down once. They probably have, what's it called? Doesn't really matter. We have Dovin's Veto. But there's strength in this, so we'll hold up Dovin's Veto. That's fine. I will discard commit, because if we draw into a land, then they're totally done. Opponent's realizing what's going on. We will cycle Shark Typhoon for 0. Did not draw into the land. Oh, we did. And opponent has 1 card. And that's how you do it. Alright, that worked out well. That's cool. We'll keep it up. Up against Anabolic. Steroids. I don't know anything about that. See that? Beaches that way. I actually work like a really hard job. Like, it's like just exhausting in a hot warehouse all day. I used to lift like, it was like close to like 7,000 pounds a night. So, I actually got promoted, and now my job's a little bit easier, but it's tough. Not sure what the opponent's doing. Opponent knew, though. Like, if he would have continued, or he or she or they would have continued, there's no way. I had total gas in my hand after that. This is pretty good. This sucks. So I think we're gonna Castle Vantress. I don't like not having that many. Yeah, I'll keep this for sure. Do we want... I just think this is too slow on the play, or on the draw. We could just ship a land. Yeah, we'll ship the land. There's a lot of lands in this deck. Opponent has Thoughtseize more than likely, like I said before. No, they don't. They have Bajuka Bog. We will Robber and Triumph. This will help us find land if we need it. If they play Burglar Rat, they played nothing. Interesting. We're going to play Search then. Because we can look for a land that way. We have ways to deal with stuff opponent puts down. We will put that on the library for sure. We need lands. That's fine. You can ping us. We will enter that in tapped, and we will continue. Opponent does nothing. What's on your mind, opponent? Well, my turn. We will leave that on the library. Just want to draw into our lands right now. Opponent isn't doing anything. We're going to Expressive Iteration. I will take that. We will put that in the library, and we will put that in exile. And whatever the opponent decides to do. I mean, they're just playing Burglar Rats, so like I can gain life back. Opponent is missing out on lands. Library. We will take some damage. That's fine. We'll play that. We're still in the clear here, so until opponent does something, I'm not really that stressed right now. We can't just Memory Lapse whatever they're doing next, because they're running low on lands. Yeah, Memory Lapse. And then we're just going to chill. That's going on top. We'll play this. I could have, what's it called, that away, but to be honest, it didn't really appeal to me. We will untap and tap. They want to cast Blood Chief's Thirst, that's fine. Only got 2 cards in the graveyard, so Ascanta's kind of... Yeah, Blood Chief's Thirst is fine. That just means that they're spending their turn doing that. We will Lightning Helix their face, gain some life back. We'll put that in the graveyard. I'm not really that stressed about it. Archmage's Charm's pretty awesome. Now they're going to have to deal with this, so I'd rather them have to deal with that. We have Ascanta going. Okay, sell him some block. I think we have enough counter spells. We'll just go ahead and keep getting pinged here. I think we will clear the board because we can actually counter their next threat, so that's fine. You may draw a card. That's cool. We will counter their next threats. Opponent decides to play something huge here. We'll just counter it, like straight out. We have 7 cards, so if it's a land on top, we can chip it. I think we're just going to counter that. Opponent can do that, that's fine. Not really that stressed about it. We have a ton of card advantage rolling right now. We'll just keep on keeping on. Sphere of Annihilation. So 1. Graveyard. We will transform that so they can't deal with that. That's fine. Play this tapped. This is 3 in look, so I mean, that's cool. Nice. Jukabog, that's cool. We got our thingy, so nothing really relevant in the graveyard anymore. Torment of Scarabs, we will counter that immediately. I do not want to deal with that. We can also grab something. Narset, absolutely. Play Narset. Now the opponent has to have answers for stuff. Grab Teferi. Play Teferi. Draw a card.
You know what?
That's fine. We will attack for 3. We have Archmage's Charm. That's pretty much game. That is a wrap, Anabolic. It's been real. Because I'm just going to tuck the Underworld Dreams after this. We'll counter whatever we need to. Yeah, that's getting countered, big dog. Yep, that's game. Power Jeskai Control. Holding it down for the underground, as they say. We'll do one more. Well, that last deck was pretty cool. Mono black and all that. Hashtag not sponsored by Mountain Dew. Do the do or do something else. I don't care. FTA Varys. Lightning Helix. We have Expressive Iteration, Day of Judgment. If it's a creature deck, I think we'll just keep this. Alright, opponent's on the play, playing black. We shall see. Looks like opponent isn't doing anything, so we're going to do something. Okay, Gabriel. Oh, he's playing discard. Get rid of a Wrath of God. Library, sure, why not? We will kill Gabriel and call it a day. Crawling Barrens could be an issue. I don't know why people aren't playing another Gabriel. I don't know why people aren't playing stuff like Field the Room. We'll keep it on the library. We will play Expressive Iteration. Put this into our hand. We can discard Narset. We'll put this into our library, and then this into exile. We will play this tapped. That way we have more cards in our hand for the discard. Two discard decks in a row. Acquisitions expert, that doesn't really bother me that much. We can give them an Narset, you can have that. We will probably play, yeah, we'll probably play Teferi still. Put that in the graveyard. Transform that. We have Shark Typhoon. Whatever we play or don't play here is getting discarded. So I kind of want to play this. Not what we wanted, but that's okay. Opponent has to pay 4 for that. So it's only going to deal 3 damage to Teferi. That's fine.
You're not going to win this.
We're going to discard the Triome. And then we will hold up Shark Typhoon, actually.
We need to move quickly.
Lightning Helix isn't bad. We can make a 4/4 Shark and trade it with the Crawling Barrens. So I think that's what we're going to do. Of course, opponent's going to throw the Crawling Barrens at it. We'll cycle this, make a 4/4. Opponent might have removal, but that's okay. They'll get rid of Ascanta. Oh no, they foretell something. Alright. Continue to draw. We'll play this. Blow this up. Hold on to Expressive Iteration. Nah. Memory Lapse is good. Put the Shark Typhoon back. Put this in exile. Next, end turn. We'll untap our lands here. Because I kind of want to use this. Because I think the opponent's just going to use Field of Ruin on it. We'll go ahead and Memory Lapse that. I want to keep what's in my hand. Let's see here. No, that's fine.
Ruining your day is going to
Okay,
be
resolve.
great.
We'll discard that. Opponent has nothing else, so we're going to go ahead and Lightning Helix the Liliana.
Don't love.
Keep up the pace.
Oh, okay. Sheesh. Alright. We will activate the ability. Archmage's Charm, huh? We'll grab that. And then, end turn. Decides to foretell that. Interesting. We will make a 4/4. And that way we can attack and discard something else. It's pretty strong. We'll discard that. Kill his Liliana. Then all he has is Skull Raid.
No interest in fighting fair.
Can't draw cards, buddy.
You know what? I'm not done.
Yep, opponent's gonna quit. We just out-controlled him. You can't keep up. Gosh, discard, bro. All these discard players lately, huh? We'll go down 1 Expressive. We'll go down 2 of those. 1. Don't think I need Wrath of God. Probably bring back Expressive Iteration. I'm not sure what the opponent's doing. That's like the thing. Like, it could just be discard, or it could be discard with graveyard stuff involved. I think we're just gonna have to roll the dice on it. I'm getting so many people I know have like Magic the Gathering Arena now, which I think is amazing. And I'm getting hit up from everybody. Like, bro, you have your channel, you have this, you do this. How long you been playing Magic? And I'm like, oh, I've been playing Magic a little while now. Okay, we'll do this. I know it's kind of a thing, but we're gonna do this. Play that tapped. This is also a Plains and an Island, so we can play this. Acquisitions expert. You can have one of my Narset. We have Dovin's Veto, which can definitely hold up against whatever discard spell they want to play. Yeah, I don't like that. Nice and chill. I'm bringing in commuter spells. Day of Judgment's kind of a drag draw, so we're going to go ahead and play this. Keep them from drawing cards. We will grab Commit to Memory, which is pretty insane. If this survives. We can Day of Judgment, which is pretty awesome. We're going to go ahead and do that, and can kiss my rear end. Next turn we have Teferi. Expressive Iteration, Commit to Memory. Pay 2 life, drop this. The discard does nothing now, because I am just going to draw into things that I want. Next, in turn, we will do this and this. And we'll hold up Memory Lapse. So if they decide to cast anything, we can just throw it on top of their library. Yeah, Memory Lapse. Sorry, bro. Not today. And that's a game. We will draw.
We need to move quickly.
And next, we have Memory Lapse. So, like, who cares? We will discard. Yep, that's a game. Make me discard cards, bro, for a deck that's meant to draw them. Like, come on, man. Basically going over it, this combo with Memory and Commit is insane. Teferi on an open board is insane. You have an answer to pretty much everything, and when you're holding up mana and drawing, drawing into answers like Memory Lapse and Lightning Helix, nothing the opponent can do. Cool brews, though. I like people playing discard, I guess. They're trying to answer all the combo decks, but this is just too good a combo. Let's get to the wrap-up. Well, as you guys saw, the deck's insane. I keep saying it over and over and over. This deck is here to stay until there's some substantial ban in this deck. Like, you know, like, there's just so many good blue, white, red cards. Like, everything lines up perfectly, and once you get the engine going with Teferi, which is literally one of the best card engine cards I've seen in a long time, like, and probably printed in the last however many years. Archmage's Charm, it just helps fuel the deck even more. In late game, you can use it as an instant to draw more cards. It's just beast. It's one of the craziest decks. Like, it's just so solid. It's so tuned now. You can't really do anything against it. There are some aggro decks, like you saw in, I believe, the first game, the mono green snow game, that just go under you, and there's not much you can do about that. But even then, you have cards to answer aggro decks and gain life, like Lightning Helix, and then you have Rads in the deck. There's just so much that it can answer and so much it can do. It's funny because my friends, I tell them all the time, I'm like, I'm not much of a control player, but every time I make a control video, they're like, actually, you're pretty good at it. So I don't like playing control. I don't like countering spells. I like doing whatever the hell I want. So, like, when it comes to me doing it to someone else, it feels kind of degenerate. But these decks are really awesome, and they're fun to play once in a while. Would I craft this if I was new to Arena? This is definitely a deck you can put you can invest your time in, because it's going to stick around for a long time. the cards are powerful, but they're not ultimately bannable. And Teferi, if it's stuck around this long, it isn't going anywhere. Even without Brainstorm, this deck absolutely runs the meta. It's a very expensive deck because of the lands. You're going to run into all rares minus your basics. This is a rare, this is a mythic, I believe. I believe this is a rare. This is a mythic. Rare, 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 uncommon, rare, uncommon, rare, rare, rare. So you've got 6 uncommons and the rest are all rare and mythic minus the basics and whatever's in the sideboard. This is rare, uncommon, uncommon. All these are uncommons, but this is also rare, uncommons. So like you're gonna run into a pretty expensive curve with this deck. But like I said, if you're interested in the historic format, this is definitely something you can invest your time and money into. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when the videos are coming. And as always, good luck out there in the Magic Sphere. I'll see you guys next time.